like that too.
What have I done now?
My friend Bruce and I went out to Fire Island, and over the whole Labor Day weekend, we collected the grand sum of $124.
Well, you can read that as either an indication that it's a beginning and will improve, or as important that heads will stay in the sand. My advice is heads are going to stay in the sand.
Because so many people are still in the closet?
No, because people don't like to get frightened. When they get scared, they don't behave well. It's called denial. Here, sign these.
What are these for?
Your account needs some more money. You never seem to do anything twice. One movie, one novel, one play. You realize you're now living on your capital. I miss your being in the movie business. I like movies.
Oh, what are those?
So I've decided to build a house.
But the one you're in is terrific.
I just want to build me a dream house, so now I'm going to.
Oh, it looks like a fortress. Does it have a moat? How much is it going to cost?
I suspect it'll wind up over $1 million. But you're not to tell that to anyone, not even Sarah. Okay, I found some land in Greenwich by a little river. It's completely protected by trees. Ned, it's going to be beautiful.
Doesn't spending $1 million in a house frighten you? It would scare the shit out of me, even if I had it.
You can have a house anytime you want one. You know, you haven't done badly.
Do I detect a tinge of approval from the big brother who always called me Lemon?
Well, you were 11.
I don't want a house.
Why have you been searching for one in the country for so many years?
It's no fun living in one alone.
There's certainly no law requiring you to do that. Is this Bruce someone you're seeing?
Why, thank you for asking. Don't I wish? I see him. He just doesn't see me. Everyone's afraid of me anyway. I frighten them away. It's called the Lemon Complex.
I think you're the one who's scared.
Never said that before.
Yes, I have. You just didn't hear me. What's the worst thing that could happen to you?
I'd spend $1 million in a house. Look, Ben, please. We've started an organization to raise money and spread information and fight any way we can.
Fight who and what?
I told you, there's a strange new disease.
You're not going to do that full time.
I just want to help get it started, and I'll worry about how much time later on.
It sounds to me like another excuse to keep you from writing.
I knew you would say that. I was wondering, could your law firm incorporate us and get us tax-exempt status and take us on for free? What's it called, pro bono?
Pro bono for what? What are you going to do?
I just told you, raise money and fight.
You have to be more specific than that. You have to have a plan.
How about if we say we're going to become a cross between the League of Women Voters and the United States Marines? Is that a good enough plan?
Well, we have a committee that decides this sort of thing. I'll have to put it to the committee.
Why can't you just say yes?
Because we have a committee.
But you're the senior partner and I'm your brother.
I fail to see what bearing that has on the matter. You're asking me to ask my partners to give up income that would ordinarily come into their pockets.
I thought every law firm did a certain amount of this sort of thing. Charity, worthy causes.
It's not up to me, however, to select just what these worthy causes are going to be.
Well, that's a pity. What did you start the firm for?
That's one of our rules. We're a democratic firm.
I think I like elitism better.
Yeah.
When will you know?
Know what?
Whether or not your committee wants to help dying faggots.
I'll put it to them at the next meeting.
When is that?
When it is.
When is it? Because if you're not going to help, I have to find somebody else.
You know, you're more than free to do that.
I don't want to do that. I want my brother's fancy, famous, big deal straight law firm to be the first major New York law firm to do pro bono work for a gay cause. That would give me a great deal of pride. I'm sorry you don't see that. And I'm sorry I'm still putting you in a position where you're ashamed of me. I thought we'd worked all that out years ago.
I am not ashamed of you. I told you I'm simply not free to take this on without asking my partner's approval at the next meeting.
Why don't I believe that? When is the next meeting?
Next Monday. Can you wait until next Monday?
Who else is on the committee?
What difference does that make?
I'll lobby them. You don't seem like a very sure vote. Is Nelson on the committee? Norman Ivy? Harvey?
Norman and Harvey are.
Good.
Good. Okay. Where do you want to have lunch? It's your turn to pay.
It is not. I paid last week.
That is not true.
No, last week was French. You're right. Do you know, you're the only person in the world I can't get mad at and stay mad at. I think my world would come to an end without you. And then, who would Ben talk to?
That's true.
You're getting better at it. Okay?